Whoop, whoop. What's going on, y'all? It's ELIXIR coming at you from the Thuggalo Show. I am joined tonight, as always, by my homies, ONSTED and Trailer Park Cinderella.
Thuggalo Show.
Yeah. And tonight we got a very special guest with us already on. As y'all can see, we're joined today by Insane Poetry.
Sir, what's
up?
What up?
Yeah, what up? IP.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man? Welcome to the Thuggalo Show. How you doing, dog? No. Oh, no. Did we lose IP?
Just
right when the show starts. Here we go.
Yeah, I know how the weather is. The weather's crazy as hell.
Hell yeah. But, bro,
we throwing them up out here, though, man. So, yeah, doing well. So, how y'all doing today? Or tonight, like I say, on a Friday night?
I'm great, man. The Thuggalo Show, we always keep it lit. So dope to have Insane Poetry on tonight. We got some, hell yeah, dog. We got some dope ass segments to get into. We always do dope shit here at the Thuggalo Show, man. And we usually do this. We're gonna get into Insane Poetry. We usually do this segment a little bit later in the show, but because of how we open the show, we're gonna get in right to it. This is the Trash or Fire segment with Insane Poetry.
And as you can see, what it was them nasty ass elf bars. That's my opinion on them boys. I don't fuck with them.
So, IP, are you aware of elf bars?
No.
Elf bars is like a vape. Yeah, ELIXIR, could you explain an elf bar to IP?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a disposable vape that you can get at your local tobacco stores and whatnot.
Right.
And as we seen in that clip, there was I think it was a few months ago that it was this big old thing. Like they had like a
quality
factory, factory in China where their quality control was somebody with a big old, tray of vapes in front of him, just putting his mouth on.
I got one right now.
Right. I'm like,
right. So I mean. Honestly, the one I'm hitting right now is called Grape Energy, and this thing is awful. It's just awful.
It's awful. Oh, no.
IP, the thing that we're asking, though, bro, you've never had one. So I guess we got to alter the question to vapes. Have you ever had a vape?
Vapes in general.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. I got to ask, dog, trash or fire? Are they trash or are they fire?
Vape?
Because I'm going to go fire, bro. Like, when I'm stressed out, they be hitting.
See, because I'm an old head. Yeah. I don't, I like both, but I'm going to be super real with you because it perfects my vocals when I'm performing. So I do green.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Smoke weed, so I don't do vapes at all. Unless when you're in a tour van and you got hours to go and you're like, fuck it, I need something to.
I mean, clutch there.
Yeah, those are clutch at that moment.
So for the sake of the statement, would you say trash, IP?
I wouldn't say trash, but I can't say fire either. But I'm gonna say, I gotta make up. I'll say fire. I'll say fire.
All right, word. ONSTED.
And it comes to vapes, I'm gonna say fire, but the elf bars are fucking garbage. My baby mama smokes them too, so they're automatically garbage.
So I'm gonna go along those same lines, man. Depending on the vape, right? That's a Breeze Boy with the cannabis in it. You can't go wrong with it. But as far as that elf bar goes, man, that shit's trash.
I think we don't run it trash.
I probably have on the last tour too. No, I didn't personally have one, but I know somebody was.
You partook, hell yeah.
I partook
of the vape.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna run it. I'll give it a trash for elf bars in general. I think we'll run it trash.
Elf bars in general. That shit trash.
That shit is trash.
About weed, what's the best weed you ever smoked? What part of the country? Would it be out in Colorado?
Not to say I would say Colorado. I like to
Good
say
old
Oregon.
Michigan.
Oregon, hell yeah, that's an underrated wild card.
Yeah, Oregon is probably, I'd say, number one.
Where would you rank Michigan weed?
I haven't smoked a lot of Michigan weed, bro.
Really?
Really, super rare. Real.
You might be missing out, IP.
I've smoked it and it's been good because I got one of my boys, not from Grand Rapids. He wasn't from Grand Rapids. Forgot the name of the city, but the weed was fire. I ain't gonna lie. But I have not smoked a lot of it. I have smoked, some in Chicago too. That's been really kind of on that. I don't know where it got.
That's pretty big Chicago weed too.
Oh yeah, right.
I agree.
Hell yeah. We all know Insane Poetry is a part of LSP, Lyrical Snuff Productions, the complete label that truly runs underneath the fucking streets right now, especially when it comes to our community. They run fucking deep. And before we get more into that IP, I want these two motherfuckers up here, ELIXIR and ONSTED, to take a toast for the boy Scum of LSP, his favorite beverage.
Big shout out to the Jaeger Demon King Scum.
Hell
so
yeah.
there is a little story behind this, though.
All right, let's go. Let's talk.
Okay, so my drink of choice for every concert I've been to since like a youngin'. Okay, so Jägermeister sponsored a lot of metal shows back in my day, so I acquired a taste to it. So every show I go to, I make my boy over here do a Jaeger bomb with me, and he fucking hates it. He hates it. But I buy it. I just hand it to him. I don't even ask him if he wants. I just buy it and hand it to him. But look, Juggalo, Ohio, I spared him. I did not make him drink any Jaeger. But tonight he is gonna make up for it.
That's what's up. That's what up.
Fucking hell's up.
Yo, hell's up. Big shouts to the whole squad.
Hell yeah.
That's for you. That's for you, Scum.
On gang. Yeah, shout out Scum, man. Hey, 100%. Gang shit right now.
Shout out to my man Zetro.
Yeah, Zetro
big
in
homie.
the chat.
Yeah,
big homie.
Popped in.
We got 24 people live in the chat watching this. If y'all have any questions y'all want to ask IP, let it be known in the chat. We'll do our best to let the main man himself answer them shits. But IP, I gotta ask this.
Yes,
as
sir.
a horrorcore artist, the term horrorcore in scopes of rap music, in scopes of music, horrorcore is like very severely underrated in documentation. There's not a lot of people online like really explaining the legacy and how we got to where we got as it pertains to the genre. You are, if there's a Mount Rushmore in my mind personally, I think you're on that bitch. And that's just dead ass, how I feel. And it's why, I wanted you to be on this podcast, because when we started this bitch, I had a list of who I wanted to have. IP was very high on that fucking list.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No doubt. Appreciate that.
Thank you. And as it pertains to horrorcore as a genre, how do you feel it's changed and evolved over time?
Well, I'm gonna be super real. There's a lot of people that don't want to acknowledge modern sound and how things have changed. But if you like music, you're just gonna get out your feelers a little bit and start appreciating that sound and the ones who adapt to it, like such as myself or Scum or whatever, like we notice that a younger fan base fucks with our music more because we have I think the horrorcore artists, some of them are not even calling themselves horrorcore. It's just the style of music they're rapping over. And it sounds like City Morgue, they don't call themselves horrorcore, but them motherfucking shit's as hard as fuck.
Yeah,
right.
So it's like, and there's a lot of artists that are out like that isn't getting that super shine. But they kind of tinge on the dark imagery and everything like that. So when people say you're horrorcore, I'm gonna be super real. I'm not the originator of horrorcore. As the Flatliners are. I existed before that. So it was like I never called myself horrorcore. I guess people put me in that. But if you did a or over my whole entire catalog, I have a variety of different styles of music that I've done. But what's actually working right now is what I've been doing on LSP, which is a little bit more of the darker platform, and I'm good at that shit. So it's, it comes to me easily. So it's like I love doing that too. But I do a whole bunch of different things, But to say you're a horrorcore rapper, I feel like when I'm in triple MFD, I'm a horrorcore rapper. When I'm into poetry, I don't feel like I'm a horrorcore rapper. I think that's where I'm trying to explain it.
I was at camp at the gathering and I heard you belting out "You Can Find Death" on the beat hook. I was oh shit, it's talking gory shit down there.
Yes, oh yeah, man.
IP, as it pertains to horrorcore, I feel like a lot of artists in that genre don't like the term horrorcore because it feels like it boxes them in.
Well, I mean, that's kind of sucks. I mean, here's the deal. If you're gonna call yourself horrorcore, there's gonna be a box on it. I mean, that's, you say all I do is gangster rap. You can get your boxed in. If all I do
boxing yourself in,
you're boxing yourself in. And the idealism of that is I really don't want to be known for my work. I mean, I don't know. It's like that person has a weird way of how they get that. I don't want to, I don't want to shit on nobody else's process. I know my process is different. I just believe that if you're, I had to learn it, but I could be the dopest rap artist, period. But if you don't market and promote yourself right, people don't give two fucks about your skill set. I don't care how dope you are. That's just an addendum to shit. You gotta be able to, nowadays, people want to invest their time in knowing who the fuck you are. That's why shows such as yourself, you go, what you guys are doing, you guys are expressing yourself. And you having somebody like me on to express, myself about our whole community and shit, and how we all connect and everything like that. So I think that's pretty dope.
100%, man. And what I originally asked was like, I feel like a lot of artists that do horrorcore music or bloody music, gory music, themes such as blood, murder, darker terms such like rape or like aggressive like attacks on a track. Like the Suicide Boys, for example, I think put out a song several years ago, like "Stop Calling Us Horrorcore," because I think they were annoyed that people were putting them in a box. But I don't think it's a bad box to be in. I really don't.
Well,
it's a very
scared of that title.
And here's where that may differ per artist. Some artists don't understand that if you claim to do horrorcore, you're only going to get a certain audience, and then that's it. And they're fighting over who's going to be what or who's the king of this, and nobody gives a fuck, bro, about any of that shit in real life. I'm just saying, when you say you're limiting yourself in any kind of creative thing you're doing, that's all. You're pretty much fucking up. That's all I'm saying. But so if you say I'm the best horrorcore actor, then you do horrorcore all your life, and then you switch it up and say, no, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna start singing the blues. People won't respect that shit, and that's what I'd rather not get caught up. I've been slid into that box, but I don't care anymore. I don't really, it doesn't bother me. I love it. I love the people that fuck with me, really fuck with me and listen to the shit. Like, I'm not just an old head just babbling. I can really rap. I can really get it the fuck in, so it's like, yeah, that's my opinion on it, bro.
I saw it. Hell, no, you're good, bro. I'm dumping the knowledge on everybody, bro. Darby O'Trill was in chat. He said, IP knows good food. And what good food do you know? Player, put me on game.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hey, man, every time we had to stop, bro, it's like I was already, if I knew we were getting off at the exit, off the freeway, I'm already scaling out what the fuck is up to eat, right within a certain vicinity or a certain circumference that I could get back in case it got, grimy. But other than that, the foods was popping.
I assume when you say what spots are where, this is like probably mostly in like the Midwest, right?
Oh no, this is all over, bro.
Really? Damn. Okay.
As far as that particular tour, we were up in Cleveland. We did downtown Cleveland or over there near the water or whatever.
In the 419.
And then the 419, yeah. We did that on that Cody
What up,
Manson.
Toledo?
It was Cody Manson and Darby O'Trill and me and myself. Yeah, we were up there and all the way through to California. So, so we touched a lot of places.
What's your favorite Burger King item, IP? Frankie Goldie asked in the chat.
What?
Frankie Goldie in chat asked, what's your go-to Burger King item? Are you a Whopper guy? Insane Poetry?
Okay. That's crazy because I've been wanting
With or without cheese is the real
Burger King for a minute, yo. I ain't bored.
Yeah.
Not the long ass chicken sandwich, Wakanda.
Nah, I'm with him. I'm with him.
When I was younger, those motherfuckers were good, though. I ain't gonna
I'm with
yeah, that's real. That's real.
No, you know what? I if I was to say the go-to, it would have to be the
the cliffhanger.
Ah, man.
Oh yeah.
We're losing IP up in the mountains, player.
The damn weather.
Oh,
There
IP,
you
we
go.
lost
Good.
you for a
You're
second.
back.
We didn't hear. We didn't hear.
it would be the Whopper. I guess.
Hey, the classic.
With or
baby.
without cheese, though.
Oh, see, I was trying to decide that with or without cheese. I'm gonna say without.
Oh,
I'm gonna say without.
Game changer.
You know what? I like American cheese on chopped cheese. Chopped cheese sandwiches. I've seen
yeah.
it. The New York style. Oh man, them shit.
Shout out New York.
At the bodega, IP pulls up to the bodega. Yeah.
At the bodega for sure.
Rapping about killing a dead body and stuffing it in the trunk.
Yeah,
Being like, let me get a chopped cheese.
And a chopped cheese. For sure.
IP, when I mentioned the Midwest earlier, I had to ask, like, why do you think a lot of like dark rap, horrorcore type music flops to the Midwest? Why do you think that is?
It might be a lifestyle. I would attribute Esham for being from where he's from and all that. That it is a Midwest city, and a lot of I attribute even Esham to a lot of different things that people really don't want to give him credit for, and he's a huge influencer on a lot of different people, man. And it's like a lot of different younger artists, and it's cool. And he just does his thing, man. He don't fuck with nobody. He just does his thing. That's why I like him. I like him a lot. I
kind of
people. Yeah, I fuck with him.
I kind of want to touch on that for a minute because you did say something earlier too about some of the younger generation really fucking with y'all, and I kind of wanted to ask you if there was anybody in the underground scene that's coming up right now that you got your eye on in particular that you think is like really making waves.
Yeah.
Who's on your radar, if you will?
Yeah.
You want to hear mine, IP?
Go ahead.
Darby O'Trill, player.
Oh yeah, Darby.
Yeah.
That's the bros. Darby's that's the bros. That's the bros. Oh man.
There's a lot of talent out there.
There's a lot out there, bro. It's like I can't really say who's young and coming up. See, that's who's sustaining and working hard still. I like
Kung Fu.
Yeah, Ouija, of course. Ouija, of course. Ouija's taking his to another level.
You're gonna say Kung Fu Vampire?
I was gonna say Hex. To be honest, I really fuck with Hex really hard, buddy.
Yeah,
homie.
Big homie.
I like Zetro.
Another big homie.
Yeah, no.
Hello.
There's a lot of people, bro, that I think that just don't get the shine. I mean, I feel like I don't even get the shine I should get, but I don't.
You getting it tonight on the Thugalo show? We gonna make damn sure of that shit.
Oh, for sure. But it's a whole nother level of shine when you say that, though. And, when you've done so much, you like, hey. But then again, sometimes you just take what you get and salute everybody and keep working.
The realest ones, bro, like I consider you a real one. And I feel like the realest ones don't really ever truly get their flowers sometimes.
No. Sometimes, they do. Sometimes, I mean, you guys are showing me love, so hey,
no, right, absolutely. I just feel like more people should be aware of like where Insane Poetry has came, how long he's been doing it in this lane.
Right.
Like I was listening to your shit from like 04 this morning, player.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's great. But you know, I have to play my part too, though. You know, it's like I have to make sure that more people don't be a recluse. You know, and I have to be out there and let people know what the fuck's up. You know, so and that goes with I'm the artist. I'm the product. I am what I'm selling me. So who gives a fuck what anybody else think? If the people fucking with me is fucking with me, I'm fucking with them. So that that's the whole get down right there for me. So I don't really try to get too caught up in the extra shits, bro. I just really try to market insane poetry. You know, LSP has let me. You know, that's the umbrella company. So and got a great relationship, you know, with my brother. So it's like this is like a second career for me too, which is crazy.
Oh, what would be your first?
I worked with Vanilla Ice way back in the day. I've worked with a lot of fucking different.
Oh, we were gonna bring that up, player. We were gonna get to Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Rest in peace, Coolio.
Rest in peace. Coolio had a Juggalo tat.
Yeah,
he had a Juggalo tat. That was hard, bro. Shout out Coolio. R.I.P.
Juggalo cool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of it's crazy. It's a lot of artists that I never got to see because I'm from the West Coast, I'm from Southern California, but a lot of artists I didn't ever get to meet or see while I was out there. I got to see during gatherings, or meet through gatherings. Crazy,
super dope.
Crazy.
Speaking on that a little bit, who would you say a couple of your influences were early on during your creation, start of your creation of music?
It would be like my top one would be LL Cool J if I was to keep it 100% real.
OG.
Super OG.
He was just he was an animal, bro. It was just like it didn't matter. He said,
"Mama said knock you out."
So. Yeah. I mean, it was that energy, and I hadn't heard that in rap. Like not like that. I heard many different styles of hip hop, but I hadn't heard anybody that aggressive.
Bro, I gotta say, I like as it comes to LL Cool J. I'm a younger guy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oftentimes when I hear like rappers I fuck with, such as yourself and others, when people ask them who their favorites and their influences are, LL Cool J is always mentioned. I'm like, damn, I must like LL Cool J in some way because all the people I fuck with learned from him or fucked with him. Like,
fuck with LL.
Yeah, bro. That's just so
LL
dope.
was aggressive. It's just like he was aggressive. He captivated your attention.
Was he the first person to do that in the rap category? Is that what it was?
I think it was just how the presentation. Kango shirt off, big ass radio,
and as a motherfucker.
Yeah, and he killing that, killing the mic. And so it's like,
and he's still making big money today. He's still doing Super Bowl commercials.
Oh yeah. I mean, the elevation and growth, bro, is like. I never shit on anybody that's doing anything positive because, the same people that could be doing shit, negative. It could be a whole bunch of different shit going on. So I salute everybody. That
speaking of Coolio, man, I do think that we did in our culture take a big part from him too with the spider hair going everywhere, man.
Oh, for real. Okay.
Yeah, like
I didn't even
we used to do that. We used to do that back in the day too. Like
spider legs.
Where we braid our dreads or braid our hair around the pipe cleaners and shit, and they'd be going all over the place and shit.
That was Coolio's. You feel me?
Like, yeah, exactly right. It was I mean, inadvertently homage to him. Yeah.
Right, that's crazy. That's crazy.
IP, you cited LL Cool J as a big influence for you. What age were you when you started to get into music where you're like, oh, I want to pursue this as like a career, a hobby?
Oh, well, okay. As far as I used to DJ to begin with, actually.
Oh shit! You put me on game, player.
Is that what got it started?
Scratching.
Yeah. Actually, was a mix master for one of these radio station DJs out in the West Coast that had some of the, some top-notch DJs came from that place. It's called KDAY, and we were called mix masters, but one of the mix masters was Bobcat, who was actually LL Cool J's DJ. And wrote some of the songs, some of his hit songs. So that guy was in that came from that same energy. My guy Joe Cooley, he comes from that energy. Me, him, and Rodney O, we went and worked on Vanilla Ice's album. So we had I knew a lot of people back in my first career. That's which is crazy. I like my career now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But because I think it's more organic. It was the first was built off somebody else's success. Like I'm learning the ropes through them, but they were in the industry, and we're not in the industry at all, which I love because the industry sucks ass.
100%, bro. Like underground
What every
has
artist
always
says.
absolutely.
I would do it. It's a job I wouldn't want.
IP, you've been around long enough to where when you was getting started out, it was like live or die if you got a record deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, even the mainstream artists are like, I don't really want to sign to Sony. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because first of all, here's the thing though, and that goes for I said this recently, and I used to go back and forth on this. I believe that some people don't need a major label. And some people do. It depends on, how you look at it. If you're somebody who hasn't had any kind of push or, you didn't have the resources to get out there, the major label is going to help you get visible. Are you going to make any money? No. You're probably going to owe a lot of money for that visibility.
Cats today got to learn how to use social media. Like if you're the product, if you're the person,
yep.
You have to be on it, like on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. Like you have to be really on your shit.
You have to be on all that stuff, but it still takes it takes a team, and you need a team of people who know how to move a few things. It's not as easy as it really isn't as easy because you can have money and don't know where to put it at.
That's true, and you also have to have the talent. You can have all the social media, but if it drives to some bullshit.
Have you heard some of the music that's been out there?
Is this where the old head clashes? Where you're like, I don't fuck with little.
No, I don't know. No, it's not that. I'm not shitting on anybody else's stuff. Just the skill set has in some regions has not developed yet. It's still there, and there's being celebrated. So.
Do you take that as a disservice because you're like a technician when it comes to rap? You
I don't expect those kind of guys to rap like me like that anyway. That'd be wrong. They're doing what they do. Why would I hate on them?
No, I completely
just do it better. Just do it better.
Right. Yeah,
practice.
absolutely.
Go in and practice on sounding like you can flow on a beat.
Oh, like when rappers are like offbeat.
I can't stand that. Offbeat.
Like the offbeat thing is the only thing what makes me say, okay, I'm past it. It can be the simplest lyrics. It doesn't matter to me. If it's a groove, it's a melody I'm fucking with it. But if you're offbeat,
how do you feel about songs that are like a minute and a half?
Those are good and bad. I'll give you a good one. Redman and Method Man. The Rottweiler.
Yep, in and out.
Yep. It was in and out. It just went into this, shot off shotgun, hand on the pump, and then it's out. And they did one rap each and went into that hook and it was gone. That was a minute.
And if it's hot, it's hot. Like if
you don't even think about it. But then you have those songs you're like, damn, that was a dope song if you'd have let it go like 3 minutes. Because I wonder, I don't know. I've listened to some, people have, I want to do a second part to this song and put it, and maybe it never happens. Who knows? But I hate those songs.
Ouija puts out a lot of songs where it's like, damn, that was only 1 minute and 30 seconds. But I mean, he crammed so much dope shit up in there. It felt like a 3-minute song.
Right.
We literally just got one with Scandia.
Hey, whatever works, man. Ear trickery.
If it's a hit, it's a hit.
It's a hit. It's a hit, bro.
IP, I got to ask you about one of my favorite things about you. I own a few of your shirts from the Gore Hop shop. I should have worn one tonight, but I had to rep my Thuggalo jersey tonight for the one time. You feel me? But your merch is like the best merch because it's straight up just a bitch getting her guts pulled out by insane poetry, just ripping a hoe's guts out. Bro, I can't. I would have Onstead pull up the website and show some of your merch pieces, but YouTube would probably be on my ass if I tried to show some of this.
Oh no,
They're so fresh, man. Like it's so visual and gory, and I love shit like that, man.
Yeah, that's in the mind of Scum. Sometimes he'll have a vision in his head, and he'll send it to an artist that he knows, a few artists that he knew, and he let them go to work on his idea.
There's one. It's just like a bunch of chainsaws on like a spinning wheel, and just a chick with her pussy hanging out, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Imagine Scum thinking about that. He's probably laughing his head off too.
Oh, bro. The mind of Scum. Speaking of Scum, dog, how did you guys get linked up? I know Triple MFD is at the 10-year anniversary, right?
Yeah, it's coming up. 10 years coming up.
Oh yeah.
It might be this year's 10. Yeah,
I think it's 2013, player. Pretty sure.
2013. Yeah, you could be right. So yeah, maybe it's his 10th year. 10th year anniversary. I'll have to hit him up about it.
Drop that album and call it the 10-year anniversary, player. You feel me?
That's it. That shit okay. If it's the 10th, which it sounds like it is. I'm gonna have to be on his neck, but I'm gonna leave him alone because he just got off vacation overseas, so he's like, I don't want to be touched.
Hey, I'm gonna leave Scum alone just because of the t-shirt designs in his head. I ain't gonna bother that damn thing. You feel me?
He said he posted something about the German TSA or something about that.
Yeah. You see
I wouldn't fuck with this man right now.
I already know.
IP, how did you guys meet? How did you guys link up?
Well, he was interested in getting me to do a big show, a bunch of different artists. He knew who I was. I had no idea who he was. He hit up one of the guys that was in a crew of mine, and they exchanged numbers, but it never panned out between the liaison, shall I say? But Scum ended up getting at me through MySpace, and we ended up hooking up, and me and JP, the Hustler, we went out there to one of his shows. It was the one. It was I forgot the name of it.
Dinner Served?
Unbound Underground. No, it was way before that. It was called Unbound Under, and it was no Gorefest at the time. He hadn't had a Gorefest yet.
So this is like
This is before Gorefest, yeah.
Damn.
It was pre-Gorefest, and I don't know what number we're on now, but I know it's like 15.
Y'all up there, bro. LSP been stacking them shits, man. Dope. It's so dope. As a fan of just the scene.
He brought me out, bro, and I hadn't seen the underground like that before, and it was a trip. It was beautiful. There was a lot of different artists there. It was like all day long event. It started at like noon or 11 o'clock in the morning and ended at midnight. It was fucking crazy, but lots of different artists from all over the place were coming to play. Project Born was there. Bunch of different people. Killer C, Liquid Assassin.
Shout out to Lynn in the chat. You see that IP? She said, I'm repping my IP charm here at work. She's at work repping Insane Poetry. That's
oh shit, word up. Salute. That's fire. Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Salute to you.
I wanted to get back onto the merch tip. Like,
yes, sir.
You guys kill it with merch. There's so many hats, jerseys, ski masks. I saw you drop ski masks recently.
Yeah. That crew jacket you're wearing right now.
Arms.
Yes.
LSP comes correct with the merch, man. Like the merch that you guys put out, you got shorts, basketball jerseys, hockey jerseys, and they're like they're a great price. You know what I'm saying? They're really, the
quality work too, man. It's like the one thing about Scummy's always been about the quality. And that was the one thing we noticed when we first hooked up with Scum back at that first show is his merch setup was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. And his shit is, back then was little compared to, say, what ICP or whatever, Twisted or whoever. All the artists are Strange. Their setup was huge, but Scum's was not like huge, but it was bigger than the average. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? This is crazy. How many people were coming up to the table? It was crazy for us to see that, but it allowed us to understand that this is a business at the same time too.
100%. And merch is like how you make fans. People see the merch. Like
People
if I'm walking
want that.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm walking the street and I see a T-shirt of Insane Poetry holding a bitch by the neck, slitting her damn stomach, I'm like, oh my god, what is that? I need to know what that is. Like,
hey, bro, I've done that to people, and they've looked at me like the weirdo that I am, and just and just say, hey, no, for real. Now I'll hit them up and say, oh shit, that's fire. Like no, not that's just fire right there. And it'd be real obscure shit, or shit like that. I see somebody, or so I know they look at me the same way. I remember once.
Oh no, we lost him again. I think we'll get him back though.
Oh yeah,
IP.
He'll be back in a second.
We can't hear you right now, player, but I got faith you'll come back in.
There we go.
You're back now, dog. Go ahead.
I had this shirt on. It was with me, with the girl getting the lens shirt. Oh man, bro. I hear a knock at the door. I go check at the door, and these old white women, and they were Jehovah's Witnesses. And I got this shirt on, bro. And I'm noticing when they're talking to me, they're not even looking in my eyes; they're looking at me. Shit was mad funny, bro. I was like, it was crazy. But
did they politely yet quickly leave once
yeah. But I was, I was polite too. So, but
right.
I didn't realize it was crazy because I didn't even know. I walked back in and went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh,
that's the thing, bro. We
That's
forget
awesome.
like how gory some of this merch will be. And my mom was like, "It is church. We're at church. Why are you wearing that?"
That's too.
IP. If we ever do a trash or fire segment on Insane Poetry merch, I would vote fire on that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
IP, I gotta ask you this. We're gonna get into some word association in a few minutes. You know how that works. Like we would say a name and you would give us how you feel about that person or band or whatever the fuck. But I got one more question to ask you as it pertains to LSP. We lost Gino cult shit a few years back.
Yeah,
I gotta ask, bro. People in this community pass. Everyone passes. One day we will all pass. But I remember when Gino passed, there was this weird thing in the community where it was like, man, he was really, really going to take off, like for real. And we knew he was special. Like we all knew at that time how special it was and how sad it was that we lost him. I got to ask you, what do you think his impact was? Like how important was he? And when he passed, like what did it mean to you personally?
That was my friend. It wasn't even like just rap shit. He was a friend of mine. I was one of his favorite artists. He always said it. He told people, but I was truly one of his favorite artists. I remember one time at the gathering, he came and asked me. He was like, he was excited about the new album Graveyard Blues, but he was worried that people wouldn't like it so much because it wasn't chapters. He was doing a lot of singing on Graveyard Blues. And I'm like, bro, I heard that album. I'm like, it is a fucking classic, bro. I'm like, this shit is fire as fuck. I said, you don't have shit to worry about. For real. This is a classic. And it turned out to be. Gino was different, bro. And but he had a lot of, you know the lifestyle. We've seen a whole track record of youngsters dying, early with the amazing talent, There's a lot of pain with that talent.
And you can really tell it when people put it in their music. And unfortunately, some of them we lose some of the best early.
Yeah,
Gino could sing. Gino could sing, player. He could put emotion on this shit.
Think about on the level of how people still miss Tupac. And he still brought up like he's, it's a topic of it's somebody's conversation on YouTube somewhere. Tupac is being talked about as we talk right now.
We're talking about it on the show.
Right here. Exactly. And I feel that's going to be the same way for Gino.
In this community, absolutely.
I feel Gino is iconic in this community. So
I mean, the hairs on my arm are raising up just hearing you talk about it. So I mean, for sure.
That was my brother, man. I ain't gonna,
Yeah.
It's crazy that you guys brought him up because recently I've been thinking about him. Big shout out to my man Damian Quinn all day. Damian Quinn is the other half of Dark Half. There's no Dark Half without Damian Quinn, so it's like real shit. That was his brother, and like I said, it affected everybody, a whole bunch of different ways. Me, it was difficult for me but
seeing you guys get emotional at the gathering during y'all set, that was heavy.
It was a hard thing for us because we all are trying to do this shit, man, and the last thing you think about is dying, or the guy next to you dying, so
100%.
You know what I mean? So it happens. No, just like you said, I mean, it happens. I'm not trying to make the mood all somber and stuff like that, bro.
No, absolutely, bro.
Yeah, Gino like that shit anyway.
Exactly.
But no, but the thing is, the beautiful thing is that there's going to be always people that push his music and his memory. He just was different. This is all
different. Before we get into word association, one more thing as it pertains to the gathering. Was it stale when it started to rain and they had to move y'all set from main stage?
No. I was super upset. I mean, super upset was probably not even close to what I really was. But when he said we can go do the second stage, over at the other stage,
in front of us, we camped
I
was gonna say, I wasn't mad at that either because Onyx was there. Fuck, I've never played no same stage. Fuck,
honestly,
for
us, it was fire as shit because like we had
it was right in front of us.
Yeah, we had this big.
We was lit.
Over our camp.
We was cool with it. It for y'all. I hated it for y'all, for real.
Yeah, it was right in front of the second stage. So I mean, we were able to watch and just watch y'all tear it up. And
I think this year y'all get redemption though. I think they put y'all back right where y'all was supposed to be, and they put y'all on the stage. Same
spot. Same spot. Yeah.
That would be dope. I'm not gonna lie.
You deserve it. Y'all all deserve it as a team. Y'all deserve that shit.
Putting it in the air right now. Right.
Yeah, we're putting that. We're manifesting that carnival energy
to the gods.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, ELIXIR. Let's get into this word association, pimping.
All right. So the first one we got is somebody we've already talked about a lot on this episode. It's Scum.
Big OG.
All right. Scum, Gorefather. Jaeger King. Man,
it's gone.
One of the coolest guys in the game. He's for the underground, truly for the and everybody in it. He's one of the ones I know. He's a real one. He's no question about it. No question.
Real horror shit. That's what I love about him.
Next
up?
Yeah, next one.
Vanilla Ice. We touched on him earlier too.
Yes.
Vanilla Ice. Big shout out to Mr. Rob Van Winkle. Shit, man. Did a lot of work with Vanilla Ice back in the day. But my one memory as far as our gathering was at the Oklahoma gathering. We rocked OKS. We saw each other. Throwback. So
that's like his new metal album, right? In like 2001.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so
yeah.
It was like because the metal record I was a part of. I'm actually on a song on that, but then it was the bipolar album or bipolar.
Baby.
Oh yeah. I like wrote 4 songs on that shit.
Yeah, that's so dope, man. Like people wouldn't know that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said don't fuck with the industry. It's kind of it's shicey as fuck. I'm not.
Yeah.
No. Big shout out to Vanilla Ice, man. I don't,
No.
bro. Let's be real. He's a huge star. I'm lucky to even be able to have that kind of energy to be in a room with a guy like that. So, back in the day, I used to be upset. I'm like, man, I didn't get, I needed to get credit for this and all that. But it's like everything comes full circle. He saw him grinding. He ends up at the gathering performing, and we ended up opening it up for him. And he saw me, and he's like, "Hey, you want to do OKS?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So I'm talking with him on stage. So it's all good, bro. Being humble, man. He helped me get to a visibility to a
He's
certain.
flipping houses on HGTV, right? Like
Bro,
he's running it up.
Ain't that bad?
He's doing a lot more than that, bro. He's doing a lot of fucking shows.
His merch is tight too. Vanilla Ice got some fire merch, low key.
I haven't seen it.
It's just lit. It's like an angel, but like the Jumpman looking thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I seen it like it was on his car or something, like on his 5.0.
I'm sure he had the damn the chrome piece was his logo. That's some Vanilla Ice type.
No, shout out to Vanilla Ice.
Yes, absolutely. Vanilla Ice. He won't do the Thuggalo show, maybe, but maybe he will. Wouldn't that be lit?
Pull up, Rob.
Pull up, Rob. Pull up, Rob.
Come on.
Hell yeah. The next name I got on this list, IP, is one of my favorite artists. You know her very well. Smalls One.
Oh, yes. Smalls One. Oh, the Black Widow.
Yes.
Ooh.
Fire.
Dangerous. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. You said Black Widow. Scum Black Widow. They got a new album called Blame Us. I'm just telling you.
March goes hard, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they got some shit on that album. They got some really. When I hear Smalls, man, I'm like, okay, I gotta get into the dungeon, start breathing fire.
The facts, like she makes you step your game up, right?
Oh,
like,
no question. She's always just good at how she deliver it.
One of the best female rappers of all time. R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, but I put Smalls One in that breath.
Oh,
I put her up her.
Okay. Big shout. I have I'm gonna have to pose that question here soon, and see what people think, see what people's opinions, the best female rapper in our scene is.
In our scene, bro. I mean, Snow the Product, I know does a lot of Juggalo shit. She does a lot of underground shit. Whitney Payton is around. In my personal opinion, I put Smalls One up there.
Whitney's dope. Smalls is definitely. That's my sis. So I'm always rocking out with sis. I think Mandy's dope. She got bars. Razakel's dope on her. She's got really good singing hooks. She got really dope songs. It's like it's a lot of people out there that are females that's getting it in. So it's like I think I don't know. But it is a good posed question. But Snow the Product, I could never say hell no. Snow is fucking. That's like a female Tech 9.
Now she be chopping it up.
She chops.
Right.
She chops.
That's a good comparison.
Okay.
So
the next name on the list that we got, not to try to go back into that somber place or anything, but Damian Quinn, the other half of Dark Half.
Damian, the Red Dragon. Big salute to the Red Dragon. Damian is the OG. I've been knowing Damian for a long time, a very long time. I remember a Gore Fest that wasn't at Denver. There was one in Indiana. One of Scum's brother, that a good friend of ours, passed away, but it was at his house, or not at his house, but he had threw it. And I met Damian there. Damian used to paint his face half black and half red or half orange or whatever the fuck, and he would do his perform, and the way he would perform was crazy as fuck. I told him, I'm like, bro, that shit is original as fuck, and just kept in contact with him, and the rest is Scum, and the rest is history. But Damian and Damian go back a long way. That's why I said me, Damian, and Gino go back a long way. I knew those guys as kids, young kids.
Yeah.
Shout out Kenosha, Wisconsin, right?
Oh yes, Kenosha.
Hey,
big shout outs to the Wisconsin Wicked Wisco.
Hey, we'll drop a line right quick. These two dudes, Elixir and ONSTED, are going to be at that Het show in Wisconsin in 2 weeks.
Lake
Foley's.
Yep, at Foley's
Lake
Bar.
Geneva.
Yep.
Yeah, we just did bury the living there.
I literally just got my tickets today in the mail, actually. So shout out Aaron Romero, who sent the Valentine's Day card.
Aaron Romero
sent a Valentine's Day card with the tickets.
Okay.
Aaron has been hustling. Aaron Romero.
Yeah, he has been, man.
Okay.
Shout out to him. He lets me know every morning that show's happening. I'm like, dog. We'll be there. We'll be there.
We're there, dog.
That's good shit.
Next name on the list. Gotcha player is Darby O'Trill.
Darby, big Darby. Oh man,
Darby.
Several main.
Outside of him going on tour with me and me getting to know him and all that, and he said that's my little bro right there. I remember we met him on the Grim Zipper tour years prior in Florida.
What year is that? Like 2015?
Fuck, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea, bro.
Was that when Darby was wearing the mask? Was he wearing a mask at that time?
I don't think so.
Ooh, might be like 2017.
I don't think so.
Word. Damn. IP, when you get back, bro, tell us what were your first initial thoughts of Darby O'Trill was when you first met him.
There we go.
What was it like when you first met him? Did you just get an instinct that there was something special about this guy?
Oh, Darby?
Yeah.
Darby he just I don't know. He was different from everybody that was there. That's for sure. But he had conversations with us, so it was like he would think he would be. I don't know. He wasn't really. I don't know. He just was very cool. He felt like he was with us, instead of not like we just met you. He felt like he was with us. So he always has that. He has that kind of, that kind of spirit with him. But he's funny as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. He cracked me up on the tour. Yeah, but he's dope. That's another thing. He's dope. You check out his wordplay.
Seeing him take the stage at Juggle, Ohio was just great because I know he deserved it. So it was just like, bro, you should be here. Man. You should be there. Like real shit.
I was glad to see it too because Darby has been waiting in the shadows to get his shit cracking, and to see that happen, that makes me feel good about it.
Hell yeah, dog. The next name I got on this list is a big one in our community, Violent J of ICP.
One big salute, shout out, respect. That's for sure. I'm trying to think of that dude that wrote Worlds, like J.R. Tolkien or whatever that. R.
J.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
J.R.
That to me, that's Violent J. It's like.
To
write that many albums, the Joker cards and all that, and to have that's like beyond saying I'm just gonna make a concept album. I'm gonna make a concept around albums.
Like world building.
That's nobody. I've never known anybody do no shit like that.
Man's like a dungeon master.
Life. Only other person I think that would have done something like that is a guy named K Reno out of the South. K Reno would have thought of doing something like that, but I think Violent J does not get enough credit for how much bigger or wider he thought when he was.
Yeah, because the subculture. I mean, you're super aware of this IP. Like the subculture of Juggalos precedes the music at this point.
Right.
And that's all part of the plan. Maybe it might not even been a plan. Like that's the thing. I don't know if it was. I don't think
it was a plan. Some shit just falls together like it does.
Right, and it worked, man. And a lot of people eat off that community. A lot of people feed their families based on the world that he laid out. So
that's why I can't be in the don't care about none of the politics shit and all that. That's none of my thing. My thing is I look at what have people contributed to the shit. And there's no way you can deny what he's contributed to this whole get down. And I I just hope he can keep doing what he can keep doing, man, because there's a lot of people that love that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think people want to hate on the music now instead of just like, hey, let me listen to this shit, man, and see if I like. You know, I don't think anybody gets that much love on the music anymore. It's like you got to be a superstar. And then when you that person, then the people will expect you to live up to a certain bar all the time. So
back in the day, you had to pay $10 to buy the CD. Now you can just have a Spotify subscription, have a YouTube account, and you can hear the new album right then and there and be like, "This is garbage. This is fire."
Mm-hmm.
It takes away a lot of the
mystique.
The mystique. You have to look at the album cover. I like the way this looks, therefore I might like how it sounds. Paid $12. Like all that's gone, and I think it's easy for people to dismiss shit. Or maybe something that might not be that great. They might be like, "This is the best thing ever."
I mean, that's true. I mean, I've bought records, you know, on that premise years ago like that. I've spent a lot of money on garbage ass records, but you know, I found a whole bunch of gems too. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. I think, you know, I don't know, man. It just depends on how you listen to music today. If you listen to music where you know, I'm smoking, I'm vibing out, I'm gonna be chilling for an hour or more, you might listen to a whole album. If you're just trying to get, you know, like, man, I'm just trying to get some, you know, I just want to hear this song. Most of the time, like, you've already heard the album, you know what song you want to go to. You're just going right to that song, and you're off that album and going to the next shit. That's why that's why everybody got playlists now. So it's kind of. Imagine being an artist and seeing the shit go from one end of the spectrum all the way to this whole another end of the spectrum, and you're like, "What the fuck did I just wake up to?" Yeah, no. But hey, man, you know. So, but I don't mind. I don't mind talking my shit because you know I'm gonna talk shit regardless. So, and I can rap, and I'm just gonna do my shit. And like I say, is like some people don't care about the presentation, or I'm trying to present. Like you guys have a show, you guys have things you do within the show to keep people interested in the show. So it's like that's what we do. We sell our brand, but our intentions are not about fuckery at all. Not at all, not even one bit. And I think that's what makes our scenario seem good for the underground. And because we feel like we for the people, bro. Real shit.
100%.
So, speaking horrorcore,
yes, sir.
KGP.
Oh man, he's the one that, bro. If KGP played my shit, I forgot what shit it was on, horrorcore.com or some shit like that.
Horrorcore.com. The OGs remember that shit.
He started talking about one of those little sites. And just got my name back going again because I wasn't getting any traction in California at all, man. Like doing what I did, that was not happening.
Right.
At all. It was crazy, and that's why it's so crazy that Scum hit me up out of the blue because he hit me up for a record that I did for Faith in Chaos, and I didn't even know he knew that record. I had no idea. It was his favorite record, and it was like I had no idea. Because I'm usually used to hearing people saying, "Oh, Grim Reality, how you gonna reason with a psycho?" All the original shit. So,
but that shit's good though. I mean, I listened to that album the other day, and it still resonated with me, even though it is a bit older.
I mean, it's classic shit. So, I mean, we'll watch Halloween, the original, with the final hit. That's every now and then or whatever. That's why I keep doing music, bro, because I realize you can't recreate what you did before. You have to just keep doing what you do, and either people fuck with it or they don't. And that's why it's kind of like now it's like, man, you can't even rely on the music, so you really kind of have to be visible.
Yeah,
and that's probably
everywhere.
In some way, shape, or form, you got to be visible.
The next name on our list is motherfucking Ouija Mac.
Big shouts out to the Gremlin. Big shout out. Yes, man. Ouija. I met Ouija at in Denver at
Was that the show with Roz Dilliams and
No.
fucking someone else.
No. I actually met Roz in Denver also.
Roz, that's my brother for life.
Okay, yes, sir. Big shouts to Roz. Ouija. He was. I think he was. He wasn't with Swag Tooth anymore. It was some kind of card convention for the Juggalos.
Oh, DCG Con in Denver,
DCG
2018.
Yeah.
In 2018, yes.
That's why I met him out there. Yeah.
Okay. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I met him there.
I think he did a show with Scum. I was assuming you were there too. I think it was just with Scum, that Raw show.
Oh no, yeah, him and Scum, they all had a whole different vibe going on. But he ended up coming to the studio out there in Denver, and and I got to really chop suey with him and stuff like that. And so it's a whole different vibe with Ouija from the West Coast. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's from the West Coast, but I know he lived in Las Vegas.
He's from Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, so I know some of the scenarios and stuff like that. He a legit one. So
he's why we do this podcast, IP. This
100%.
is a C-17 orientated podcast. We of course love ICP and Psychopathic, but this is a C-17 pod.
Okay, word. That's what's up. Well, thank you for having me on.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Like you've collabed with Ouija, Violent with Triple
yeah.
MFD.
Oh yes, sir.
Violent in this bitch, we violent in this bitch, we violent.
I just played.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, the next name on my list is Razor. I know he dropped some shit.
Oh, okay. Razor's actually 2 people.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
My brain scrambled, player.
Rocka and Sinrip. It's a 2-man group. They just dropped a new single called God Complex. It's just fire. I actually heard it. They live like an hour away from me. Well, one of the guys does, and we went out and go see them, check out, listen to some new music, and he played me that song. And I was like, oh shit, okay, this shit's fire. You guys doing this? Now you're doing this type shit, okay? Words, yeah. So I think their single just came out today. I think it's either today or yesterday. Well, today's the third. Today's the third,
Yeah,
right?
it came out today. Yep.
It came out today.
Mm-hmm.
Or salute to Razor Rocker. Rocker, Sinrip, 8 Monkey.
We're running the hour mark, so I'm just gonna keep pushing. We got Liquid Assassin on this list next.
Oh, okay. LA, Liquid Assassin. Oh man, that's my boy. I'll give you a story. We was on tour. We were in Haltom City, Texas, doing a show at this one building. I just did a video with class at that time. It's fucking cold, windy as fuck. We're doing this video, knock the video out, go in, and Liquid is performing. Liquid does his song called My Drug. And this dude is just crying, just like whimpering, him and his girl. And I'm looking at Liquid, I'm like, you motherfucker, bro.
That music video is really well put together.
It was a really dope video. Yeah, it was a really good.
That feels like that's my job. When I'm at work in the bathroom, my boss is like, getting me to come back out. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm trying to do Thuggalo show shit. You got me on some dumb shit. I'm trying to talk to Insane Poetry on Instagram. Let me take a shit.
Right. Oh man, no man. Yeah, Liquid. That's my guy, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the next name?
Next we got JP the Hustler.
JP the Hustler, man. Big shout out to JP the Hustler. Speaking of JP the Hustler, he's on an Insane Hustler tour out right now. Cities near you guys. I guess I don't know the dates and stuff like that, but they're on his flyers on his page and stuff. JP is somebody I met in 2000, early 2000. I was going into a record store looking for my Insane Poetry, looking for the old CD, and I pull out. Actually, it wasn't like I was looking for my old CD. I was actually looking for a CD I did with this dude named M Boogie. Who happened to have a few people from the West Coast that I know, just rocking with him. And he happened to be put together on a compilation, and we had Eminem on that compilation. We had a few other people on the compilation, the big names. So I forgot the fucking name of it. Right now, it just didn't cross. Well, I don't remember it distinctly, so I don't want to say it wrong. But I want to make sure people get their credit too. But Yeah. Now see, now I forgot what the fuck you asked me. So now I'm gone.
Well
now.
then, how about this, IP?
Too much
how about yeah, too much of the reefer player. ONSTED, what's the next name? Let's reset. What's the next name?
The next name on the list, we got about 4 left.
We got 4 left. Okay.
Next one is Cody Manson.
Cody Manson. Big shout out to Cody Manson. Cody, I've been knowing Cody when he was calling himself. I think he had a different name. But Cody, been following him for a little bit. We met him. I think we met at the gathering, Oklahoma gathering. I think that same one where Vanilla Ice was at or whatnot. But I always knew Cody had some energy, man. He Codeine. That's what he was calling himself, Codeine. So yeah, but look out for him too. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the other the JP the Hustler. Big shout out. You guys can catch him out on tour. Go check him out. GRELSP. That's who I forgot. We're going.
No, you're good, man. Hell yeah.
As far as Cody Manson, his tour is getting ready to kick off here too. Actually, here in a couple of weeks, along with ours. They Hate Me Now tour. Him, Michael Lawless, Brandish My Metal. Who else is on that? I don't know. I don't know exactly who else is on it, but I know that that's going on there. Devils in Chronic. So, hey, see now they know I shouted you out, fool.
Hell yeah,
that's my guy. But yeah, they're all going out coming up here soon. Cody, man, let me tell you something. Cody is I call him the Enigma because he has
like Jeff Hardy. Is that what you call him?
He just has his own shit, He just does his own shit, and it works for him, And either you like it or you hate it. It doesn't matter. He knows it.
He's definitely got a look. He's got a very distinct look, and that goes a long way.
He's got a distinct look.
That goes a long way in this industry.
Yeah. You have to have that, man. That's why I said you can be the dopest artist, but if it's something about you that's just plain Jane, and I hate to say it, it doesn't move the needle, and people want shit to move the needle.
Gotta have again.
Not the needle mover. Hey.
Yeah, bro. Gotta push this motherfucker.
No, dead ass. The next name, IP, we spoke about briefly, very close to me. Roz Dilliams. Roz Dilliams. Scum introduced me to Roz, actually. I had no idea Roz was a fan. And I had met him through Scum, and then I listened to his music, and I was like, oh, shit. And then I know who you are because of Roz playing.
That's crazy. I had no idea. But Scum, I'm telling you, Scum is the conduit, bro. I'm telling you, big time. And the Roz has the craziest rhyme style pattern, and it's unique as fuck. Roz has a great style.
Don't nobody do it like him. That's why,
nobody does it like him, bro. And just the way he sounds, it's crazy. It's crazy. Big shout out to Roz Williams. He doing big shit.
Yeah, that's my boy for life. Who's the next list?
So, well, actually, it's the last name of the list because just between us, there's a name on there twice. Actually, so the last name on our list, the Razor's on there twice.
All right.
Okay. So the last name on our list is Shaggy Too Dope.
Oh shit! You know what? They shout out to Shaggy. I really never get to talk to Shaggy. I always want to say what's up to him. I maybe get in traffic and we're in passing. I get to say what's up. I never got a chance to chop it with homie, man. I really like to sit down and chop it with homie.
He's a dope dude. He's very personal.
Oh no, I could tell. I could tell. He seemed very, very
down to earth.
Yeah,
absolutely. Shaggy is cool as a fan.
Yeah, I could see that, but I haven't had a chance to do it, and if I ever get a chance, it'd be dope. But it's like every time I see him, it's usually at the gathering and super passing. It's not like really
running around.
In a scenario where I could have the time to do that.
Well, IP, we are at the 1 hour mark. We want to keep you on for just a few more minutes because we got some dope shit for you. We do a segment every week on the Thuglo Show called the Page of the Week. ONSTED, who is this week's Page of the Week?
This week's Page of the Week.
We are all the pages, and this week we turn the page to a very interesting page, a unique page.
Jane
Doe, Jesse
Miss
Jane.
Jane Doe.
Hi.
Whoa.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Whoa.
Whoop, whoop. Hi, everyone.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm happy to be here. This is so exciting.
How are you doing tonight, Jesse?
I'm great. I was nervous, but y'all are like so chill, and so I'm excited. Am I a good distance? Is the lighting okay? I've never done a podcast.
I mean, you look great. The clown paint is on fucking point. The great Malenko in the back is the great touch. You're hitting on all cylinders,
everything looks
Jesse.
good.
Hell yeah.
You look great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being on the show tonight. We're joined. Oh, the clowns are lit. You're here joined with Insane Poetry. Hell yeah.
Yeah, an honor to meet you. My mom is a big fan, and so it's really cool to meet you. We listen to your Psycho song on our morning walks all the time.
Oh my God! Tell mom I said hello.
Hell yeah!
Tell mom I said hello.
She's probably watching.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hello, mom.
Hi, mom.
Yeah, nice to meet you, and nice to meet everyone else.
Absolutely. Jesse, while we have Insane Poetry still on the panel, you have a interesting trick that you wanted to show.
I do, and I'm very excited to show you guys.
All right, IP.
I have a couple tricks planned, but this is I'm gonna do the scariest one first.
Ooh.
I mean, for Insane Poetry, it would be fitting.
Yeah. So I can sword swallow, and I just got.
Oh.
I've only been doing it for a few months.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys.
All right, let's go. Jesse J with a sword swallow.
Wait.
All right.
Can you guys talk a little so I'm not nervous?
No, we're here. Zoom in on her on stage.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. Jesse Jane doing the sword swallow.
We were just talking about this like 2 weeks ago too.
Very interesting. We have been waiting on this. You see, oh wow, she's putting the sword in. This is live. This is not pre-filmed.
All live. This is 100% live.
Jesse is doing the trick. This is so fresh. These are what Juggalettes is all about. This is the page of the week. Jesse Jane on the Thuggalo show. Whoop, whoop. This is great. Elixir, what do you think?
That is.
There's the hilt. There's the hilt right
there. It is.
Oh,
yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Pull us back out.
Fucking A.
Bravo.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. And here we go with the exit.
That is wild.
Jesse taking the exit.
Here we go.
Taking it out.
Oh, man. Great job, Jesse. You killed that shit. Whoa. That's what Juggalo culture is all about. Sure. Hell yeah. IP,
yeah.
What'd you think?
Sorry, I'm crying a little bit. I can't tell my makeup so
what do you think about that IP sword swallowing?
Yeah.
You didn't see that coming.
That was pretty cool. That was way more than pretty cool. Good job.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Jesse, we're gonna hell yeah.
Big shout out to my man.
I have one more. I have something I can give you before you leave if you want.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, can you guys see I have a torch?
I see that.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna light the torch.
Okay. Here we go. Interesting. Lighting the torch.
Sometimes it takes a minute.
We're live on the Thuggalo show.
Yeah.
Jesse Jane up in the building, lighting the torch, if you will.
Okay, there we go. We got a little fire.
Here we go.
Ready?
Interesting.
Oh,
wow.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
All right.
And this is for you.
Fresh.
Thank you guys for having me on the show.
We gave him his flowers, and that was the last one on the bouquet. Hell yeah. IP, before we let you go, man, what are you doing? What are you dropping? Where can people find you online? What's next for Insane Poetry?
Oh, okay. Well, basically, as you know, we're going on tour here starting on the 17th with the Nomads, me, Chucky Chuck, and my guy DRP. We're called the Nomads. I'm 1/3 of that. I'll be going till the 4th of March. We're working on a new album called Gods of Destruction, or Gospels of Destruction, excuse me, with my man Dead Heat out of the East Coast. A new Triple MFD album this year.
Ooh.
A lot
10-year anniversary. I think that's 10-year anniversary too, player.
10-year anniversary. I think you're 100% right, man. So somebody hit me up and said it was 9 years, but I don't know if it was before Christmas. I think they hit me up before Christmas. So this actually would be 10 years of me and Scum doing Triple MFD.
Oh yeah, man. Keep it bloody forever.
Oh man. Hey, if you guys let people know, support the LSP, the whole merchandise, everything we got, Insane Poetry.
Gore Hop Shop.
The Gore Hop Shop is gorehopshop.bigcartel.com.
We got it rolling at the bottom of the screen, player.
Yes, sir.
They know
Yes, sir.
top insane poetry. Ski mask.
Trailer
shirts.
Park, ONSTED, ELIXIR, Jane Doe, salute. Much love.
Whoop.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, take care, guys. I'll see you guys next time.
Absolutely, dog. Whoop,
Yep.
whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Insane Poetry on the Thuggalo Show. But we ain't done yet. You already see Jesse Jane. Hell yeah, thank you. Jesse, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. No complaints over here. I'm really happy to be here. And that was cool to watch.
Hell yeah, absolutely. You were backstage cooling. We appreciated your patience.
The whole show.
The whole show, hell yeah. Jesse, you're the page of the week. So tell us about yourself. How would you describe yourself?
The Juggalo come up, if you will. Who you is.
Well, to the Juggalo community, I'm just a fan. That's what I am. Yeah. I'm newer than a lot of my friends into the world. I just learned what a Juggalo was in 2017. But I got
valid.
really
Good year.
What'd you say?
That's valid. It's a good year because 2017 was a huge year for the community.
Facts.
The Great Malenko tour. I got to sell merch on it. That's kind of how I got here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I might have seen you then. Were you on the whole tour? Were you on that whole tour?
I was on the whole tour.
I
sold
probably
merch
passed.
and then I got to help with the clowns some nights.
Nice. See,
Maybe.
probably passed.
Were we in the same place at the same time?
If you were at any of the Ohio shows.
I was at all of the shows.
We definitely.
The carnival tends to work like that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse's small world. We definitely have been in the same room at one point in time.
Which I love. And I'm sure we will be in the same room at some point again.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I gotta ask this. What's your favorite Joker's card?
The Great Malenko.
Man.
Because but I have another reason too. Not just because it's the album that got me into it. I was also born in 1997, so the year it came out. So that it extra hits home for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that made sense. That's really dope.
I love all the Joker's cards though. I love the. I think Insane Poet said this, or Insane Poetry said this, but the concept album, that's my favorite part, or one of my favorite parts of this world.
You're not alone. A lot of people love the Great Malenko. I think if you ask most Juggalos in a poll, I bet if you guys all in a poll and ask, Malenko would probably win out.
Would be top. Yeah.
It would be top. Yeah.
It's a great album. I get why.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Mine's personally Ringmaster. Personally.
Can't go wrong.
ONSTED.
Let's go ahead and
can I do a balloon animal while we talk?
Sure, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going Hell's Pit, Wraith Era, because those two just mean a lot to my soul. So
100%. Jesse, I know you do clowny cookies, or at least you want to do clowny cookies. Can you explain this endeavor?
Yes, I can. So it's not a real business yet. But pretty much I want to have a weed company. And the concept is it's going to be Jane Doe's Clowny Cookies. But I would like to be in dispensary. When weed is legal here, I'm in North Carolina. When weed is legal here, I would like to get an LLC and eventually be a real business.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, as from one chef to another, man, I watch you put down these, put it down in the kitchen, and it's good to see more people in the industry. I see more juggalos in the industry, and it's really good to see, us setting up in different fucking branches to take over almost fucking everything.
I mean, you got Shaggy in your head.
There's a lot of crossover of cooks and juggalos. I see it a lot.
There's a Juggalo cookbook that I know exists that you can find online if anyone out there is interested in that.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's Juggalo recipes. It's written by a Juggalo. What kind of balloon animal are you working over there, Jesse J?
Okay. It's going to be cool. You're going to see.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So as she's doing it,
I learned this specifically for you guys.
Oh.
So as she's doing this, I actually have a cool story about balloon animals, right? So, second grade, right? I had to go to summer school, and my summer school teacher was a fucking circus clown on the side, and dude, she was making balloon animals, all the whole fucking course and shit. And that was like probably one of my first like real experiences with balloon animals, man. And I gotta say, like, it made summer school pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love that. I got into it because I heard a podcast from a clown named Rainbow, and he was talking about how balloon animals are what got him into it. And I was pretty much like, I think I can do that. And then I started with the balloon animals, and I've just been learning tricks ever since.
Dope.
Hell
But
yeah.
can you tell what it is? Look next to me. Oh, wait.
Oh, of course,
Malenko's
it's the
feather.
Malenko feather. Yeah, the
Malenko's
damn.
feather.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got it
Yeah.
immediately. That's yeah.
That's fresh.
I learned that for you guys.
Are there any? Oh, that's fresh. Thank you for that. Are there any other tricks that you can do for us tonight?
Yes. I got a little ribbon one I can do. This one's
How
relatively easy.
How does this work? What are you trying to do with this?
Okay, I'm going to make these change colors.
Okay.
But
All right.
do you want me to do it in my hands or my mouth? It's up to you guys.
Oh man. Let's go to the chat.
Oh,
Hand,
that's a
Loaded
hand-
question.
hand
Loaded
or mouth?
question.
I see
The
Trouble
chat's
Cinderella
sick.
saying
The
mouth.
chat is sick, so we know where they're gonna go.
Yeah, the chat is probably gonna say mouth. There's this guy called Trailer Park who keeps posting mouth.
He's
Bro, you're spamming
Oh,
it.
I feel like that's you.
Yeah, put
Okay.
him on a ban. Put that Trailer Park guy on a ban for real.
Time him out.
So pretty much,
All right.
I have these ribbons, and what we do, we shove it in my mouth.
Okay. Interesting. We're putting them in the mouth. This is gonna be so
For
fresh.
all the audio listeners.
All the audio Spotify listeners. All right, she's pulling it out. We're gonna see if it
For
changed
all the
color.
audio listeners.
Now, it was like orange.
Hold
going
on.
in.
Yeah, it was blue. Blue and hey,
Oh, whoa. Yo,
Whoa.
it's a carrot
Not
now.
bad, right?
what?
Holy shit. Hell yeah. Jesse Jane is
Genuinely flabbergasted right there.
Why are you doing cooking? You could be a magician.
No
So
shit.
I do both. I have a ton of jobs, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I also work, yeah, I would like to do less cooking, more fucking around with fun things I like. But this is more of a hobby.
Right. Because the goal of working is to do something that you like so it doesn't feel like work, right?
That's it.
Yes, that's really true. I like to do a bunch of little things that I like. Or when I was in kitchens a lot, I got sick of it eventually. Now I'm in kitchens part-time, and I love it. And same, I'm sure if I did this full-time, I would go nuts. But it's fun to enjoy it, if that makes sense.
Do you have a fascination with clowns in general? Like just clowns?
Yes, I like clown history a lot. This is recent. This is after I was already a juggalo. But
Okay.
maybe 6 months ago, I like history in general. I'm weird, and I know it fits with juggalo
I
shit.
like history too.
But I'm
I'm
into
weird.
Things.
I'm weird as fuck.
That's one of my favorite parts about juggalo shit. You can be yourself,
Yep.
and that's the word. It's a good place to feel good and be who you are. Anyways, oh yeah, I like clown history, and when I started digging into it, I decided to try it out and fuck around with it a little. Oh,
Hell
I have a
yeah.
good clown fun fact.
Ooh,
that
what's up?
fits.
Okay.
Okay. He's known as the father of modern clowning, but it's this guy named Joseph Grimaldi. And
Not Joseph
his name's
Bruce?
This is cool. So his name is Joseph, but when he was in his clown persona, he went by Joey. And so the first ever clowns were Joe and Joey, which isn't that fucking dope? For our
Hey.
clowns?
Right.
And this is like in the
ICP
1800s.
That might have
Wow.
been them back then, player. Yeah.
Reincarnated. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Damn.
That's so dope. I've never heard of that somehow. Like, I've
Yeah,
never-
that's fresh
Yeah,
as
Google
fuck.
Joseph Grimaldi. It's a long and sad story. I dug deep into it. It's interesting if you like weird shit.
I
Damn.
am going to look into that because I
Yep.
feel like more Juggalos should
For
know
sure.
about that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, the Joe
yeah.
Joey crossover. I was like,
I was looking at your social media, Jesse. Do you walk dogs? Is that something you do?
I do. I walk dogs. That's like one of my main sources of income.
What do you have any fun stories with that, like as it pertains to the
Right.
dog or the client?
I could probably think of some, but one thing I do a lot with it. I microdose, and the Wizard of the Hood album is perfect to like do that too. It's like everything's cartoon. It's perfect. That's one of my favorite things to do at my job.
That's lit. Hell yeah.
Dog wise, I'm trying to think of silly story.
Have you
It's
ever
relatively
been
standard
pulled?
stuff.
Have you ever been
I
pulled
have
by all
keys
the
to a
dogs
lot
at
of
once?
houses. Wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry. I can't hear right.
Have you ever been pulled by all of the dogs at once, like in a classic cartoony kind of way?
Right.
Yes, I've been knocked over. I've actually been like dragged on my knees before with big dogs.
Damn.
But most of the time it's fine. But yeah, there are some wild ones, and there are some bad dogs. I got caught once with I was walking one dog, and 3 loose dogs like surrounded us, and we had to like run.
Wait, you didn't beat the shit out of him? You hit him with that crowd?
No, I was like I don't want to kick a dog, but I was like trying to defend the dog that I'm in charge of. So I was like running, and I don't know. And a lot of there's some dogs that wear diapers and shit. Like people are weird.
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned a lot about. Like people are weirdos.
I think the chat wants to know if you got one more trick in you.
Oh. I can make a balloon sword.
Balloon
Actually,
sword?
this might be cooler.
Okay.
This I might need to do 2 tries of it, because I'm not perfect.
Oh, your camera, we can't really see what you're spinning, unfortunately, with the camera setting.
Hold on, I got you.
Okay, hell yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah, that's much
Better?
I think so, yeah.
Facts.
Oh, we got a plate spinning? Oh, I can't do this. I could never do this. The coordination that it takes.
Got it going. Oh!
Oh my god!
We lost it again.
Oh!
Yeah!
Kind of.
It was up there. Hey. Hell yeah.
I kind of did that, right? Does that count?
I'm with it.
Hell.
I eventually would like to be good at these. I have 3, and I would love to be able to do 2 at once. I can't yet, honestly.
The dope thing
But I
about
can do
being
the
a
little milk trick
clown,
for 1 second.
the dope thing about being a clown is that you can mess up and there's no edge on your face because you're a clown.
Yes, you can always make people laugh. That's
And
yeah.
you're killing it tonight, Jane. We're coming up
Thank you.
near the end of the show. We're coming up on it, and I just gotta ask you this: is there anything else you want to say as it pertains to the community and being a juggalo, juggalette?
I'm happy to be a part of this world, I guess. Honored to be a part of this world. Thankful for everybody in it. Shout out my Twitter friends.
Hey, Twitter gang deep. I fuck with Twitter.
No, I love. That's a big part of why I'm here too. The Twitter got me real into this world.
Thanks,
And Vinyl J's book.
oh man, behind the paint.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good. The 3rd day of the Malenko tour, I downloaded the audiobook and I like listened to it straight through pretty much and that's part. And then I got into YouTube videos. That's how I ended up here.
So you just got that rabbit hole of clowny goodness, the iceberg, and just dove deep.
Oh my god! And then the YouTube videos about the cards and the meaning. Yeah.
And now you're on.
Yeah,
now
I'm
you're on the
happy to be
Thuggalo
here.
show. Now you're on the Thuggalo show, and we're on that
Oh yeah,
iceberg.
I'm honored to
We're
be
at the
here.
bottom.
This is so fucking cool.
Hell yeah!
So
Yeah,
before
thank you
you,
for having me, and nice to meet you guys.
well, before you go, we do have to ask you the trash or fire question.
Oh.
Oh yes.
So first of all, do you vape?
Do I vape? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then we're gonna ask
Probably.
you in specific elf bars, trash or fire.
I don't use them myself, but my friends do. So
Do you trust their judgment?
I guess fire. People like them.
Play the fire for Jay.
I'll go fire. That was cool. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
We got production here. Shout out Jay and Herm.
Shout out Jay for them fresh
Big
ass
shout out.
graphics.
Yeah,
Jesse,
thank you guys.
where can people find you online before we let you go?
Oh, I am Jane.Doe on Instagram. Jane Doe Yo on TikTok, which I make finding videos that I find the coolest shit as a dog walker. It sounds weird and trashy, but they're cool. So yeah, Jane Doe Yo on TikTok, and then Jane Doughboy on Twitter. And hit me up, message me. I love doing anything. So let's talk, anyone.
Oh yeah, you guys. Make sure you guys
That's all I got.
Make sure you guys follow the page of the week this week. With that, I think Miss Jane Doe, we're gonna let you get up out of here and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. It was nice to meet everybody. Honored to be here. Love you guys.
Wonderful having you on. Love y'all. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Bye. Whoop whoop.
Looks like we lost Trailer Park
voice. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, look at this face though. I mean, we should
it's good. It's a good
keeping
still.
that face up.
Good
we got a little bit of
image.
it's we're at the hour and a half time, but we didn't talk about none of the fucking topics that we got to talk about.
Nah. But I mean, first, let's go back to that fucking Valentine's show, man. That Wisconsin
motherfucking
show.
Valentine's show. Yep, let me bring that up here. Boom.
So yeah, the boy Aaron,
the homie Aaron Hernandez. Yep, got the fucking tickets out fast. Got the tickets out fast as a motherfucker too, man.
Yeah, he did actually.
When did you order? Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so. Ordered him Friday, got it out to here. Trailer Park said his computer cracked out, but he's still there. That's fine, but we're getting ready to wrap it up. You know how it is.
We'll just wrap it up.
We're just going to run through the topics real quick. Then we're going to show everybody the trend that we did, that we got going this week. But yeah, make sure you guys pull up to the Juggalo Valentine's fucking spectacular show in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Fucking February 11th.
I just want to add in real quick though that city looks way too pretty for some fucking Thuggalos, bro.
For some Thuggalo shit, for some straight Juggalo shit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on fire that weekend. Yeah, because we got fucking. It's a hell of a lineup right there. Let me see if I can zoom out and bring it in a little bit more.
Yeah. We got SO in again. We just seen him at fucking Juggalo, Ohio, and he fucking tore it up.
Yeah, that shit was gas. 100% gas. We got, and then you know what's cool is it's not just this event this week for quote unquote Juggalo weekend. We've got there's a lot of shit planned this whole weekend. Not on top of the Hex one, we also got the fucking, where'd it go? Here it is. One second, I'm coming. Boom. The Jug Jam Vendetta down in fucking down in Dallas.
Dallas, yeah. You got Willie A's. I ain't heard from him in a minute, to be honest with you. I'm glad to see his name again.
Acetone's on that bitch. We got Risk, John Paul, Shade, and it's hosted by the Golden Gary Shank. This motherfucker is going to be lit. So if you guys are in the motherfucking Dallas fucking down there area, you guys better take your ass to this fucking show too, because you know this one's gonna be just as fucking lit. What else we gotta talk about? What else we got here? Oh, yep, Lazy and Crazy drop. Boom, Lazy and Crazy fire ass Shaggy show drop. Boom. I really fuck with this design.
I know. Some of this Lazy and Crazy drops, man. This one is definitely like. I kind of just wanted the hoodie and the fucking pants just to like wear together. You know what I mean? Even though, honestly, I would wear them probably way too fucking much. To be honest with you, I'd just be like be in church, like Trailer Park said, and my mom would be looking at me like, "What the fuck you doing? You're in
ganged
church."
up, Lazy and Crazy drip. New Strife this weekend. Yeah, or the drop this week. That's fucking right. If you guys don't know what the fuck, we talked about it fucking not last week, not the week before. right before Juggalo, Ohio. We talked about it. He gave us just the tip of that shit. He's been hitting at it all fucking week. So you guys go make sure you check out that one. There's a lot of shit that fucking happened since Juggalo, Ohio, man. We're gonna wrap it up right here at the 35-minute mark with the trend of the week that happened this fucking week with so many people donning the fucking drip out of something that came out of Elixir's fucking brain.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, it was just something that we had bought in the bandanas off of Will Gates at the fucking Juggalo, Ohio. I had mine there. I had my glasses, and you know what? I had to do the TP. I had to do the Trailer Perk Cinderella. I had to pull it out.
We'll bring yours
got
specifically. Look at this one.
Look at it. Just spur of the moment.
With the fat butt in the mouth. We was high as draft pussy right here, boys.
But so you know, my boy ONSTED had to jump into. I had to make it. I was like,
we threw that up. We threw that on the fucking on the social medias, and that shit started to go insane. So everybody then took over. Everybody started donning the drip. Oh, I don't have the drip. We got Mr. Will Gates here. Pastor Gates donning the drip. We got fucking. Whoa, this is taking forever. This is terrible.
Yeah.
We got Trey, Bertha out here down in the Trailer Perk Cinderella drip. Everybody was out here dripped up. We got Acetone out here rocking this shit.
Everybody kind of doing their own little style with it too. You know what I mean? Hence the beanie instead of the hat.
Instead of the flat back.
Exactly.
Multiple pages of the week was rocking the drip.
Yeah, and we need to keep it going too. We need to keep it going. So if you're watching this, you need to don the Trailer Perk drip and shoot it over at Twitter or your preferred social media of choice.
With that being said, man, it's fucking an hour and 36 minutes into this thing, you guys. As Trailer Park said, the real Trailer Park Cinderellas stood up this week. And y'all were fucking... Yeah, y'all were at attentive. With that being said, man, we're going to wrap up this week's fucking Thuggalo show. Make sure you guys pull up to the fucking Hex show next Saturday.
Definitely.
Because that shit's finna be live as a motherfucker, February 11th. And right before that, what do we got coming, Elixir? What's that Friday? What's on that Friday? What are we doing?
Ooh, the Zen of Jugs 2.
It's about to be litter than a motherfucker in this bitch. We're going to don that sexy ass drip again. Who knows? I might bring out the do-rag again. It might be Kip out for a fucking night. Who knows? We might be luxurious sipping on Faygo out of fucking champagne glasses. But we got a lot of guests coming in with a lot of fucking, a lot of fucking freshness.
So definitely keep those eyes peeled on those social medias because you're going to hear some of those names that are going to be on there.
That being said, I think we're out this bitch.
We're out.
Whoop, 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 y'all.
Y'all.
Hey, this is Ouija Mac, the ugliest juggalo that ever fucked your bitch. Tune into the Thuggalo podcast or you ain't shit.